What is good with the YouTube? It is your boy, Sean Rock to the representing Mandatory Thrive, because every day it is mandatory for us to thrive, and I am back again with another video. But before I start this video, I'm going to ask y'all to head over to Amazon.com. Purchase my first published book, Give Nothing Less Than 300, From the Basement, Mind, Body, and Soul. Great book, great read, make you laugh, make you cry, and teach you a lesson, all at the same time. Link will be in the description. And salute to everybody that's purchased the book offline and has purchased the book when I go door to door. I appreciate all of y'all supporting the business. Now, today, what I want to talk about is it's up to you. Like, I'm learning that in life, you can literally pick through any situation and find a valid excuse to be mediocre or to pursue mediocrity based on circumstances, based on just life in general. Because life will whoop you. It will whoop you. However, when you really bust it down, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your circumstances. It don't matter what you've been through. It don't matter how you feel. It don't matter how people treat you. It don't matter what obstacles you face. It's legitimately up to you to do the hard work for the lifestyle that you want to live. It's up to you. If you have a dream, you have ambition, you have a purpose, which I believe every literal individual on this earth has all three: a dream, a purpose, and ambition. It is up to you. If you don't know the solutions, you got to find the solutions. If you don't have the tools, you got to find the tools. If you don't have the resources, you have to find the resources. And a lot of times, during this time frame, you're going to have to be okay with being by yourself. You're going to have to be okay with a certain form of isolation. Because when you're trying to do something great, a lot of people just don't understand. They don't. Because it's out of the ordinary. And that's why it's pivotal, it's critical to literally know that it's up to you. It's up to you. Now, I say all this to say this, or I say all that to say this. This is exactly what I'm telling myself every day. I'm on a journey in my life where I'm trying to go somewhere that I've never been. I'm trying to do things that I've never done. I'm literally living 90% of my life outside of my comfort zone. I'm pushing the envelope. And the more I do this, the more I realize that it's up to me. Because people will give you excuses. People will create obstacles. People won't root you on. People won't help you on your journey. That's people. But when you really dig deeper, you can see that how the one person opinion that you value the most, which is yourself, can do that times two to yourself. You know, our brain is literally like naturally pre-programmed to take in like a negative mindset without any extra work. Meaning it's just coming in. It's coming right to your subconscious. Right? But in order for you to have a mindset that's positive, that's optimistic, right, that sees something greater than what you've seen before, you have to literally plant those thoughts in your noggin. They're not going to just be there unless you got a solid circle. And in today's day and age, I mean, in society today, modern America, modern society, pessimism runs rampant in society, right? The easy route out runs rampant in society. Everybody's looking for an easier method, you know. Nobody wants to be convicted and challenged on anything. But the irony is that all the things that we don't want is actually the things that's best for us. And all the things that we do want is actually the things that's worse for us. Yep. That's the reality. And it's up to you to choose what's best for you. It's up to me to choose what's best for me. And I have a choice in everything in life. I am liberated to do as I please. No one can stop me. No one can start me. Right? But me. And a lot of times, coming up for me, I don't live with regrets. But when I look back at my life, I could see how I was my biggest enemy. Right? I was my biggest enemy. I thought, coming up, you join a little set or something like that. Really, you just whatever street you from, that's kind of who you rep. And you might have some issues with a couple other streets, a couple other guys, or whatever the case may be. And you think that that's like a big deal. But really, if you look closer, the biggest enemy is self. Because them guys is my brothers. Some of them guys that I beef with in my younger days, I've talked to them and we laugh about it. But in reality, we wasn't mad at each other. We was mad at ourselves. Because we wasn't doing what we were supposed to do. And we knew it. When you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, your conscience know it. That conviction sits right here on the heart. And how do I know this? Because I go back and forth sometimes. Doing what I'm supposed to do, not doing what I'm supposed to do, doing what I'm supposed to do. And I journal and dialogue between the two. And bust them down, and I can see different, how my attitude is when I'm doing things I'm not supposed to do versus when I'm doing things I'm supposed to do. And a lot of times, a lot of the stuff that we do is because it's comfortable and because it's what we know, or it's because of what's accepted, right? It's not actually what we want to do. It's not actually what we know we should do. It's just easier to do because everybody else is doing it, and you won't be questioned, you won't be challenged, right? And you won't have to question yourself, or you won't have to do the necessary hard work to take that to the next level. Because the more you open the door for optimism, right, the harder it is for you to really go back to what you know 100%, because you know better. And when you know better, you got to do better. When you know better, you got to do better. When you know better, you got to do better. And that's something I'm learning even with my training. Sometimes my ego get the best of me, and I think this whole calisthenics thing is about me, and it's not. It's not about me. Sometimes I get the ego, let my ego get the best of me, and I think what I'm trying to build is about me, and it's not. It's not. Mandatory Thrive HGBM is a philosophy. It's a business I'm building. It's a channel I'm building in order to take the misfits and the ostracized portion of society and give them an outlet or tools and resources in order to be who they want to be. Even if they're older, even if they come from a certain type of background, even if no one supports them. That's what Mandatory Thrive is. It's mandatory we thrive, right? Because naturally, just naturally, if you look at the trajectory of my life, calisthenics, gymnastics, writing a book, making music, having a YouTube channel, trying to build a business, becoming my own boss, having my own business, but trying to make it lucrative or make it where I can provide for my family. This isn't something that is expected of me or really aligns with my circumstances naturally. I started calisthenics at 30 years old. I'm 34, right? Most guys who start gymnastics, calisthenics, they started at 5 years old, 5 to 7, somewhere like that. I wrote my first book at 28, somewhere around there. Got 6 kids, so there's a lot of responsibility. And the list goes on. So naturally, based on statistics, I'm supposed to be in prison, in jail, or on and off factory worker. That's it. Anybody that tells me anything different, know that they're lying. Because if we base it off statistics, what society says, where I come from, my upbringing, my third grade, my elementary academics, my attitude, my anger, I'm supposed to be dead in prison or an on and off factory worker. But Mandatory Thrive, HGBM, says it's mandatory that we thrive. We won't be a statistic. We create new statistics. We create a subculture, a sub-society, a sub-philosophy. And a lot of people don't really get what I'm trying to do. But when it, Lord willing, when God allow it to blossom, everybody will get what Mandatory Thrive really is. It's not about one man. It's not about my vision. It's about misfits. It's about the ostracized society. It's about the people that's been counted out. Because guess what? The people that's been counted in, they don't need nothing extra because they're already counted in. I always find that funny when the girl in school who always has all the guys lined up to do whatever she pleases, and the girl who's ugly, unattractive, broken. She decides to get a job somewhere at Myers or something. And then she starts to, paint her nails, get her hair did, work on her personality, build herself up, and really transform herself. And then all of a sudden, one or two guys give her attention. And the girl who always had everything is upset. It's crazy, but that's how things go. But the misfits, they never had nothing. They grew up in certain situations. That's what this channel was about. Yep. That's what this channel was about. It's mandatory we thrive. It's not an option, man. So if you fall, you get what I'm saying? You get back up, man. If you say you was gonna quit smoking, and you smoke again, get back up, man. Get back in the game. You said you wasn't gonna deal with such and such, but you dealt with such and such. It's okay, man. Get back in the game. You said you wasn't gonna spend that extra chicken that you got, but you did anyways. It's okay, man. Get back in the game. Why? Because it's mandatory we thrive. That's what it's about. It's mandatory we thrive. It's mandatory we thrive. It's not an option. We're going to make something out of whatever we have. I didn't get the privilege to go to mixed martial arts schools. I didn't get the privilege to go to gymnastics schools. I didn't get the privilege to go to, visual arts or creative arts schools. Those opportunities weren't in front of me. But so what? There's a park right there that I can turn into a gymnasium. There's a library with books that I can dive into. There's a YouTube platform that I can go to learn about, video editing, audio, blah, 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 blah. It's mandatory we thrive, man. We make something out of nothing. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? You want to be a cook? You want to open your own restaurant? You want to have your own hair salon? You want to make your own car model? You want to be in real estate? It is mandatory we thrive. You want to open your own gym? You want to have your own fashion line? You want to have your own makeup line? It is mandatory we thrive. That's what this channel is about. It's about taking nothing and making something, or using what you have to create something. Something that has been done, but can be done again with your own individual, unique style and flavor added to it. It is mandatory that we thrive. This is hype gold, body movers. Our bodies are meant for movement. It is not meant to be stagnant. That's what body movers stand for. You are a body mover. Your body is meant to bless the world with beauty and entertainment and education, to create something through dance, through action. We are body movers. Hype gold. What is hype gold? It's us utilizing our brains, our intelligence, our wisdom to change the world, to entertain and educate. Not just entertain. We don't do that over here. We educate as well. This is optimism rap. This is factual rap. Rap Diaries, the series that I have on the channel. The series is about life. Me giving you guys an insight into what I'm going through on a daily basis and what a lot of people going through on a daily basis. You know, whether you're going through a breakup or whether you're going through financial wars, whether you're going through emotional hardship, depression, drug abuse, addiction. You know what I'm saying? Loneliness, isolation, whatever it is mandatory we thrive. And last but not least, it's up to you. Remember, dream big, work hard, live great, don't stop. It's your boy Sean Rock to the signing out. Peace.